Hey everybody, this is Beelit, and I guess I'm kind of making a Q&A video. Two questions that I have here, I figured would be good to answer in a video because I think a lot of people probably have those questions. So let's get right into it. The first question actually comes from Vengeful Wilberg, and it was sent in a personal message that I have not seen. It was sent in November of 2013. So it's been a while, but YouTube changed its layout and I didn't know how to get to the inbox to check this message. And so I didn't see this message until just recently when I discovered that the inbox option was actually still there. You have to hunt around for it. Maybe it was always next to the video manager. Let me check. Maybe I was just blind. Maybe I was freaking blind. But yeah, anyway, I found the inbox. No, it wasn't in the video manager. Okay, so I found the inbox option, and then I saw this message was here, and I felt really bad because I hadn't answered it, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a video. By the way, Vengeful Wilberg's channel will be in the description. I'm going to paraphrase. He asks what I think the #1 thing is you should be concerned with when playing a fighting game. I think it's your opponent. And then the first thing people should concern themselves with when they play a fighter, and I assumed that meant like the first thing that people should concern themselves with when they start a fighter. That's at least how I interpreted that second question. I think you should find a character that fits you, that fits what you want to do in the game. If you want to be a rushdown kind of player, then you need to find a rushdown character. If you want to be a defensive kind of player, then you need to find a defensive character. I think that's what you should look at first. I think you should really try to find a character that suits what you want to do, how you want to play in the game. And then his third question: do you think it's better for players to play others that are at their level before taking on stronger players? I do. I think a lot of people kind of strive for that. The thing is, you can't play people who are too much stronger, or else you're not going to learn anything. Yeah, I mean, you want to play someone who's more experienced, but you don't want to play someone who's vastly more experienced, because at that point you're not learning anything. You're just getting beaten up, and you're never going to learn anything from that. So you have to fight people who are close to your level and better in order for you to level up. But if you're fighting someone who's just vastly better, then you're not going to learn anything. You need to try to find someone who's close, who's going to challenge you, but not just freaking crush you every single time. So awesome questions. Now, there's a reoccurring question that I've gotten from a few people, and I've given them like personal answers, but I figured that there are other people who just haven't asked but would still kind of wonder. And it's my thoughts on Revolution, Naruto Shippuden Ninja Storm Revolution, and whether or not I'm excited about it, or whether I'm going to get it. As for my excitement, I don't really care, as that's, I know that's kind of blunt. If it was Storm 4, I'd get it, and I might be kind of interested in it, but this is Revolution, and I'm really surprised that I haven't heard people call it Generations 2 very often. I mean, there's people here and there that I've seen who have identified it as that, but I'm really surprised that that's not more common. Very surprised, because I mean that's what it is. If it had a story to it, they would have shown it by now. They would have really pushed it. So I mean, this is Generations 2, and I'm really surprised people haven't been harping on them for that, because people like to harp on CyberConnect 2 for anything, and I'm really surprised that they've kind of let this one go. But I mean, I might get Revolution at some point, but I'm not gonna run out and buy it. I'm not going to slave over it. It's not that big a deal. for me right now. I just don't. I don't know. I'm not that interested in it. It may be the only Storm game I don't get, that I don't buy. There's probably going to be at least one more after this, probably two. And people, I feel like people have not thought this through, because some people have been kind of complaining that there's a release every year. Here's the thing: the Naruto series is coming to an end. If you're current with the manga, well, heck, the freaking anime is getting close to the end as well. You very clearly have the sense that the loose ends are being tied up, that, you know, everything is kind of being, you know, wrapped up, and it's leading to a conclusion. You very clearly see that tone. So the idea that Namco Bandai is trying to, you know, produce as many Naruto games as they can. They're working CyberConnect 2 hard. They want to get more games out there. So it's really not surprising that we're seeing yearly releases. It really isn't, because when the Naruto series ends, Naruto's relevance is going to plummet. That doesn't mean that Naruto's relevance is going to disappear, but it's not going to be anywhere near what it is, like, say, now, or maybe a year or two ago. It's not going to be anywhere near that point. And so it's very clear of that too. So they want to try to get as much out of it. They want to get as much success out of it as they can while there's still interest in the series. So I firmly believe that that's why we've been seeing yearly releases, and I think that we're probably going to get one or two more. Eventually we're going to see like a pretty steady decline in Naruto games. I think there's probably going to be like a surge, like once it ends. Like you give it a little bit of time, like once it ends, I think there's going to be like a crap ton of stuff, and then like it's just gonna, like, it'll be almost as if Naruto just falls off the ends of the earth, you know. And then you might see a release every now and then of another Naruto game, but it's not going to be anywhere near this when the series ends. So yeah, I don't know how I got onto that, by the way. But I might get Revolution. Don't hold your breath. The big thing about me getting Revolution would be playing with you guys from YouTube, having like another open lobby or another tournament. But the big barrier to another tournament is freaking car alarm. That's the second time. The big barrier to having another tournament is my computer. My computer just is not up to recording. There's a lot of times like frame drops and issues with audio, and that's the big deal. If I could get a stronger computer, then I would be all for doing another tournament. Heck, maybe even multiple tournaments, but that's not the situation I'm in right now. But anyway, yeah, if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer, if you want me to do more Q&A videos, send me messages. Heck, leave comments here with questions that you might have, and I'd be more than happy to answer them in a Q&A video. By the way, the Injustice match that you saw here, you might have actually seen multiple depending on how much I rambled and how much I had prepared beforehand. If you saw Wonder Woman versus Raven, that match was laggy as heck. If you saw Green Lantern versus Green Arrow, that match was laggy as heck. The Green Arrow one was so bad that his forward 2 down 1 3 mix-up was freaking unblockable. Like, there's just nothing I could do about it. And I even missed a back 3 after a meter burn Lantern's might. It was that bad. It was horrible. Like, you can mash back 3, but I don't. I should have. There's really no reason not to, but it's just something I don't do. But I freaking missed it clean. It was rough. If you saw it, then you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, then it's kind of awkward, I'm sure. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.